In this video, we're going to explore the slow redraw feature of the software. This is something that I use all the time. This is something that you should definitely use whenever you're wanting to take a look at a design before you stitch it out, or if you digitize a design. It can really help you to identify problem areas in a design before you go to your machine to stitch it out. And I'm going to bring this up to fit here. And with the slow redraw, I'm talking about this bar right here. The icon is right here called slow redraw. You can hit Control R on your keyboard. You can turn it on and off. Some people, if you think it takes up too much space, you might want to create a workspace where that's off by default. And that was shown kind of in the last video, how you can create your own workspaces. But you can see that when it's selected, you get this bar here. The nice thing about it is this color right here coincides with the sequence view colors. Okay, so it's going to slow redraw the design as the machine would stitch the design out. So if I hit play here, it will start drawing out the design, and it's doing it in the order that it will do it at your machine. So you get to see everything that's being done. I'm going to hit pause there, and you'll notice that I can come in and I can go all the way to the back, to the front. If I hit the selection tool, everything comes back. The options that you have when doing a slow redraw is you have this slider right here for the speed. So this will dictate how fast it's going to redraw. If I come over here and I click and drag it to the left and I hit play, you'll notice that it will go at a slow rate. If I come here and I just click in the middle, because there's really just three settings, left, middle, and right, it'll start going a little faster. And it will keep going. I don't have to stop it and change the slider and start it again. If I want it to go faster, I can just click on the right hand side here, and it's going to start going even faster through the design. So you have different options. I can click and drag it back, slow it down. I can click and drag it and get it even slower if I really want to focus on an area. If I hit pause, it's going to stop right there. So, and I can go backward. So you can go forward or backward. And so I'm in the pause right now, so nothing's showing. You do have the ability to come up here to this slider as well, and you can click and drag. So you can go fast, slow. You know, if you're really wanting to focus on an area, let's say this light blue here, I can just speed it all the way up to there, and then maybe I want to start it but go at a slow speed, or I can speed it up. But it's just important to know that you can do that. If you're really wanting to focus on what's going on in a specific area, you can do that. If I come in here and I zoom in here, and let's go back to that area right in here. Let's say that I really want to know what's going on because something looked a little off. I can come in here and I can click on next stitch. So if I go next stitch, it's just going to go forward one stitch at a time, and you can just keep clicking it. I can go back by clicking the previous stitch button. So you have a lot of options here. You can play it, you can slow it down, you can speed it up. So I can speed it up, I can slow it down. I can grab this and just start sliding it back and forth. I can go forward, I can go backward, and I can go one stitch at a time. So the slow redraw is very, very handy. Like I said, I use it all the time. Before I finish a design, multiple times while I'm digitizing a design, I like to know what's going on to make sure it's doing what I think it should be doing. So even if you purchase a design before you go and you stitch it out at your machine, it's not a bad idea to bring the design into the software and do a slow redraw. Get a good idea for what's going on in the design. It really helps to know how the design is going to stitch out. And also it can help you identify problem areas that might exist. So I hope that this helps. I hope that you do utilize the slow redraw tool. And again, it's this icon right here. By default, it's on the screen. You can click it to turn it off, and you can click it to turn it back on. Many times I have it turned on because I use it all the time, but if for some reason I don't have much workspace area, like on a specific laptop or something like that, I might turn it off and only bring it back when I need it. So that is the slow redraw tool. I hope that you utilize it. It's a great tool, and it's one that you really should use quite often.